trading company, and that company had a monopoly to go and trade in what they called were the East Indies, which is now referred to as Indonesia. So they went to Indonesia and set up a colony in the 1500s, and that lasted almost all the way up until the 1940s after World War II. And in World War II, at the end of World War II, they were finally kicked out and Indonesia got independence. But they also had other colonies in South America. Where are my South Americans? Colombia. Yeah, just near Colombia, not far, is a country called Suriname and Guyana. You know, Guyana, Suriname, yeah. So those are the countries in South America that speak not Spanish, but they actually speak Dutch as well in those countries. And also there's a few little islands in the Caribbean that they took power of as well. Because since World War II, obviously they haven't had an empire, but in the Netherlands there's 16 million people. So it's a little tiny country, much smaller than the United Kingdom, and it's got 16 million people crammed in here. So what they've actually managed to do here over the years is create more land around them by because the Rhine River and several other major rivers flow out here, there is a major sort of estuary system. So the Netherlands is extremely flat. It's where all the major rivers of Europe flow out, of Western Europe. And so because it's so flat, what they've done over time is actually take land back from the sea. The highest point in the Netherlands is below 600 metres. Okay, so there's many countries in the world that are actually above that. So the lowest part of, say, I think Nepal and also Kyrgyzstan are higher than the highest part of the Netherlands. But what they've done is little bits of the ocean they've managed to take back by creating what they call dikes. Dikes are like dam walls that they create in the ocean, and then they drain the water from the land, and that allows them to actually use that land for either agricultural purposes or also for housing as well. So 30% of the Netherlands is actually below sea level. It's not above sea level, and because of this, that means that if one of these dikes, one of these dams collapses, it can drown the people because they're living in its wake. And the last major dike collapse was in the 1970s, where one of them collapsed in the middle of the night, and it was over 400 people drowned in one night. The ocean just swelled through their houses, and they all drowned. But the Netherlands, it is very flat, like I said, so you don't find very much forest here. Well, pretty much what you see around you is what you're going to see for the countryside for the next 2 days. It's very much like this all the way through here, and also through Belgium. But now we're heading to the west coast. Fishing has always been a major part of their lifestyle here because they're so close to the ocean and they're surrounded by water. So what we'll do this afternoon, in an hour and a half, we'll be at a place called Arenahove, where they have a cheese making and clog making demonstration where they show you how to make wooden shoes. And then we'll head to a place called Volendam, where you'll see the sort of traditional architecture, the traditional houses that they have around here in the Netherlands. And also it's a nice little fishing village, so you can walk around there, it's all quite nice. And then the last thing we'll do this afternoon is head to a place called Zanziskans, where you can go and have a look at these big windmills that were created about 500 years ago. That's very pretty as well. Then we'll head to our hotel, and this evening we're going to head out and go for a red light district tour. Are you all excited for that? Yeah. Oh, someone is at the back. I saw that. Yeah. That's what we're going to be planning for today. Just now I'll play the rest of this movie. If you have any other questions you want to know about the Netherlands or Amsterdam or anything like that, feel free to ask me at any stage any questions you may like. Any questions? Oh, there we go. Oh, and South Africa, that's right. But then they had wars there as well between the British Empire and they they did, yes. But they gained independence from the Dutch a long time ago.